Well, what's the foggiest day you've ever seen? I mean a real pea soup fog, a can't see 5 feet in front of you type of fog. Sometimes the fog can be so thick, it's tough to walk. And that can happen on the road of life too. If your life's in a fog right now, you're in the right place. Welcome to Mornings with Bishop Robert. Thanks for joining me. I do this for you, so I'm really glad that you've popped in this morning. My goal is to introduce people to the Jesus they never knew, and then help them get to know Him and His Word personally and better. So if our time together today speaks to your heart, let me invite you to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. Also, if you join our email list, you'll get Mornings with Bishop Robert sent directly to your inbox every day. And there's lots of other great benefits too, so click the link in the description. You'll find out all you need to know. For right now, grab a cup and lift it up. We're talking about foggy lives today. The largest fog-related car accident in history occurred on the morning of December 11th, 1990. Ultimately, 12 people died and 42 were injured in a 99-vehicle pileup, which began on a Tennessee highway when one tractor-trailer rear-ended another when a dense fog suddenly dropped over the roadway. How suddenly, you may ask? Well, one survivor said it was like somebody throwing a blanket across your windshield. The fog was so thick that one of the rescue workers was standing at a bridge under an overpass, and he couldn't see the roadway up above him. Survivors who made it to the median huddled together as they listened to the crashes continue all around them, powerless to intervene. Mercifully, the fog hid their eyes from the multiple fires and crashed vehicles ablaze, but the screams of the victims carried through the fog. Sometimes in life, you find yourself in an instant fog, unable to see anything clearly, people and things crashing all around you. And I'm not just being melodramatic. I've been there. I returned home from my first ministry trip to Africa, only to watch my entire life come under an attack of lies and legal charges. Over the next couple years, I would lose every penny I had and go deep into debt. My wife, my children, and a granddaughter in our care and I, well, we'd end up homeless, living in 2 tents. Worst of all, I'd come to the brink of blasphemy and almost lose my faith. So if your life is swirling in the fog right now, I get it. Fog happens. The good news is, there is an answer. Today's verse says, we walk by faith, not by sight. So how does that verse play itself out when you are completely bewildered by the things that are happening in your life? What do when you don't have a clue what to do? The best advice my wife and I received as we stumbled through the fog that our life was facing came from a wise and mature Christian couple who were our friends. They too had passed through times of dense fog. They shared 2 lessons learned in the process of walking by faith through the fog. The first lesson was the benefit of perspective. I can't tell you how this will all work out, our friend told us. But I can assure you that the time will come when you look back on this and you'll see the ways God has worked in this situation. You will see that He has, in fact, brought good things out of the pain. He didn't cause the pain, but He'll use it to strengthen you in ways that you cannot see yet. Most importantly, you'll see that he has been faithful. In the middle of the fog, we can feel like the young Indian brave I spoke about in Blindfolded in the Woods. If you haven't seen that video, you should go back and watch it. But our fear, our inability to see, doesn't change the facts. Our Father has not left us alone in the woods. The second lesson, well, that's the key to getting out of the fog with your faith. You've got to keep reading the Bible, God's holy word. And you absolutely must keep talking to him. Reading his word is like eating. If you stop it, you'll certainly die. It won't be an immediate process, but it will be an inevitable one. And talking to him, prayer, well, that keeps you connected to him. Don't be afraid of what you say. He's a big God. Look, you won't be the first one to shout angry, pain-filled words at him. And neither was I. Share your heart. Scream your anger. Whisper your fears and your doubts. And cry. But then don't forget to listen. Because sooner or later, you'll have come to the place where you can hear what he's saying to you. Fog happens. When you can't see anything, the best approach is to look to the things that are unseen. The things that are seen are transient. But the things that are unseen, oh, those are eternal. Look to your loving Heavenly Father. Though you don't now see him, believe in him, and you'll eventually find yourself rejoicing with joy that is inexpressible and filled with his glory. Yeah, we're not just out for a stroll when fog happens. You have to be deliberate when you walk by faith and not by sight. But you have to walk. Friend, you can't cringe by faith. You can't quit by faith. But you can walk by faith because he will help you. He will guide you. And he will strengthen you. Stay in his word and keep talking to him. God will walk with you through the fog. And when the fog clears, you will see that he's been faithful. Hey, as we wrap up this morning, can I ask you to help me introduce people to the Jesus they never knew? And help them get to know him and his word personally and better? Please like this video. It'll help more people see it. And don't forget to click follow or subscribe so you and I can get together every day. Click the link in the description. You'll get a free copy of my book, Count to One, and that email blast every day. And one more thing. Share this video with a friend, would you? Because as you do, you're part of a team touching more than 1 million hearts all over the world with the love of Jesus. Thanks for helping.